Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for stopping by with our ongoing coverage here at MyRadar. We like to stop in at least once a week to let you know what's going on with the weather, whether there is big news to report or not. Today, we still have a couple of things we want to show you today, and I'll get you updated and ready for the 2021 hurricane season. I'll get to that in just a second, but let's take a look at the MyRadar app first, and then we'll get going here. I wanted to show you the upper air pattern, so I've got that toggled on. A couple of things that are notable here. Notice on the right-hand side or on the east side of the country, that big dome, if you will, that is a huge ridge of high pressure that's helping to bring in some very warm weather all along the Atlantic seaboard and through the eastern half of the country. We could see some record heat in the coming days. We'll have more on that coming up in just a second. But then as I kind of smooth down here, move down towards the central part of the country, large storms have been firing today from the mid-south over into the central plains. And then we also have more weather across the western states. An upper level low there producing some weather across parts of the Pacific Northwest. So we're going to get into all of that coming up here in just a few minutes. But of course, we always like to kick things off with our very own Aaron Jayjack, who is chasing, of course, these storms today. Aaron is in Texas in a place called Happy. And so far, it looks pretty nice behind you, Aaron. I would think that city is earning its name today. Yep, I got you. Okay, we're gonna come back to. I can hear Aaron. I don't know if you guys can, but okay, so we're going to come back to Aaron. We're going to try and figure out his audio, guys. So hang tight. We'll try and talk to him in just a second. But let's go back to what's going on. So we're going to show you a couple cameras, and we've got two. Our partners with WeatherStem, who have cameras all across the country and can give us a snapshot of what's going on, are up. And so let's take a look at the University of Texas. This is in Dallas, and this is one of the areas that we've been focused in on today in terms of there being some potential for strong thunderstorms or maybe even severe weather. So the live camera here showing, yeah, it's pretty nice out there. Lots of blue sky. There's definitely some high clouds overhead. The nice deck there enhancing the full sun that they've got going on. But they should get some rain later today. There's many parts of Texas, by the way, that are under a flood watch, and so that will be interesting to see if that actually comes to fruition in these next several hours. It's just south of the Dallas area, actually, but there is definitely weather all around the Big D there. So we'll see if that pans out later today. Meanwhile, our other camera is over in Kentucky. This is in Nelson County. The weather picture here is pretty quiet, so that's good news. They've got some blue sky here as well. Many parts of the Tennessee and Mississippi River valleys have been anticipating some severe weather in these coming days. So the storm system that we're tracking, that Aaron is going to be on later today and in these next couple of days, could potentially bring some rough weather in this area. So far, things are looking good right now, but that could change pretty quickly, as we all know. And as we know, if you follow us on social media, there have been plenty of tornadoes to chase. Aaron's been all over it across the central part of the country. Okay, so we're going to actually, before we show you the video, let's go back to Aaron, because he is in Happy, Texas, and I believe he's going to give us an update. Aaron, what's going on there today, and where are you going to be chasing?
Up 90.
Okay. Oh, wait, maybe we got him. Okay, so again, you guys, we're having audio issues. Aaron, I'm sorry if you can hear me. The audio keeps going in and out. We'll try and get you maybe one more time if we can, but for now we'll keep going, and then we'll see if we can come back and get that feed cleaned for everybody. But in the meantime, let's switch gears back to video, and we're going to talk about some of our viral videos that we showcase. And this one that we're going to kick things off with was in Lincoln County, Colorado, where this stovepipe tornado touched down on Sunday. Now, a sheriff's deputy actually captured this video. There was no injuries reported, but there was some damage reported in this area. So you can see this incredible tornado that was very powerful as it was moving through that part of Colorado. They saw several tornadoes in Colorado on Sunday and yesterday as well. Our next video is from Aaron Jayjack. Again, he is out and about, and he's really been getting some incredible video. This next one is again out of a lake in Kansas, And this particular severe warning storm had initially golf ball size hail, but then it upsized to baseball size hail. And Aaron actually lost his taillight from this particular severe storm. And you can see he was at the RFD there in the back. There is that rear flanking downdraft, and you know that he said it was trying to drop a tornado for several minutes. I don't believe it actually did from this vantage point where he was, but what an intense weather scenario that was. And then our last video is in Texas, where we have been watching again all of that rain. So this was from again on Sunday when they got Invest 91L. That was that area of low pressure that was in the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane Center was watching that for the potential of it becoming something tropical. It did not form, thankfully, but it certainly did bring in a lot of rain to parts of Texas, in particular eastern and central Texas, and we still have a lot of weather to deal with right now. So the big question is just how is that all going to play out? So let's take a look at the lower 48, and we've got a couple of things we want to focus in on. So again, we've had severe thunderstorm watches up for parts of the Texas Panhandle and the central part of the state. Then there's also been some flood watches. So I was talking about that just south of the Dallas area over by Galveston, in between Galveston and Dallas, a big chunk of real estate there, I know, but basically across eastern Texas into parts of Louisiana could see some of these flash flooding issues because this area has seen so much rain over the last couple of days, and they're only going to get more between now and the end of this week. Now take a look at the storm reports. Again, a lot of them across the central part of the country, several in Colorado, as I mentioned, and into the plains, and even the high plains and the Great Lakes also reporting a couple of hail reports, high wind, and even some of these isolated tornadoes. So the risk is there today, you guys, in two separate areas. I'll show you that in a second, but also wanted to just quickly touch on the rain because that's another big component of this. So it's multi-pronged weather hazard. We have the risk for severe weather, but also this risk for the flooding conditions, which is again the concern that we're going to be watching as we get into today, but even tomorrow. So the risk today is slight at about 3 million people, again, through parts of Minnesota, and back down into a little bit of Nebraska, a little bit of Wisconsin as well. And then the secondary branch there through parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, into Texas. But this risk increases as we get into tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow there's already an enhanced risk for this area, general area, but even a larger swath of area on Thursday. So the risk is increasing as we get into this week. We'll be giving you updated information tomorrow and also on Thursday in the anticipation of the severe weather. You can always look to our social media pages. We'll have what we call our severe weather updates, and they'll just be quick updates to let you know what we're tracking and let you know the very latest. So look for those starting in the app tomorrow and on social media. But here's a look at the lower 48, and again, that deepening low pressure center that continues to fire across the central part of the country is what we're going to anticipate the additional layer of that severe weather component as we get into these next couple of days, and that's what we'll be keeping a close eye on. We're also watching this, you guys. Of course, we are oh so close to the official launch of the 2021 hurricane season. Thankfully, the Atlantic Basin is looking quiet. The National Hurricane Center is not anticipating seeing any development in the next 2 to 5 days. We already know we've had one named storm, that was Anna. We also had Invest 91L that looked like it was trying to form, but thankfully it did not. But that, of course, it means it's time to talk about the hurricane season. And coming up a week from today, you guys, we are going to have a special that will showcase several stories to get you ready for the 2021 hurricane season. We've done this every year for the last 5 years. And of course, we're going to bring you fresh content this year. Meteorologist Mike Linden, our newest meteorologist on the team, Jamie Martin, will also be here. And of course, we'll have some in-depth stories from our storm chaser, Aaron Jayjack, who covered Hurricane Laura on the ground, several hurricanes last year, but we're going to focus on Hurricane Laura itself and get you some information to hopefully get you ready. We're also going to talk about the hurricane kits, and we're going to be dissecting live a hurricane kit. We're going to show you what our kit is stocked with, what we ourselves use personally when we get ready for hurricane season. We live in Florida. This particular team of the MyRadar team lives in Florida in the Orlando area, and we all prepare for hurricane season like everybody else that lives in a hurricane-prone state. So we'll get you updated on that. And again, that airs 1 week from today, live at 5 p.m. So we hope you guys can join in. Also want to let you know that we are still doing giveaways. We love to give free stuff away, you guys. And we've been doing that specifically on our YouTube channel for the last several months and really the last year. So what you want to do is subscribe to our channel and you can win a brand new iPhone 12 or a Google Pixel 5. So you'll get your choice once we get to 80,000, and we're really close. So I know a lot of people watching us right now on YouTube already subscribed to the channel. You already have clicked the bell to get the notifications, but let your family and friends know. That would be really helpful. We'd love to give this phone away. We'll be doing one at 80,000, one at 90,000, and of course one at 100,000, which will be a huge benchmark for us, and we're super excited about that. Okay, before we scoot out of here, we're going to show you some good video vibes to get you ready for Friday, because you can never get to Friday too soon, and it's a holiday weekend. So this is in White Bear Lake, Minnesota. This is, of course, a mom and dad, or actually a flock, I should say, of Canadian geese and the little goslings. They were out and about just a couple of days ago and just soaking up some sunshine, having a grand time. They're so pretty to see. You know, a lot of people that interact with these geese say they cannot be the friendliest bird, that they can be very protective, but you know, that goes with the territory when you're trying to take care of your baby, and so, or babies. So we get it, but we certainly think that they're pretty, and really nice to see that one from one of our regulars, Quinn, who is a regular contributor for us on our Twitter page. All right, you guys, I think that's going to do it for now. I apologize that we didn't get our audio fixed with Aaron. We'll get that sorted out for next week. Again, our big hurricane coverage on the 2021 hurricane season launches June 1st, which is 1 week from today. Make sure that you join us right here at 5 p.m. for a special update. Until then, you guys stay safe. We will have extended coverage on the severe weather tomorrow and on Thursday, and we will see you here over these next couple of days. Thanks for stopping by.